Hello, Aquarius. Welcome in. Welcome back. How you doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day so far. If you haven't been with me before, hello, welcome in. My name is Priscilla. I'm a psychic medium, tarot reader, healer, empath, and I also have the gift of telekinesis, which I will demonstrate for you somewhere in the reading. And if I just happen to forget, just go back to the last, okay? Last video. All right, so I do some kind of form of necromancy, which I speak to my spirits through my amulet here, my pendulum, whatever you want to call it. Okay. All right. So they have a specific card that they chose today. All right. So let's get this reading on the ball here. All right. So this is specifically, I'm not sure who this is for, whatever, but we all live different lives and we're all on different timelines. So please take what resonates and leave the rest, behind and just move on. But they specifically wanted me to choose. They chose this deck specifically that they want to choose from a card from here. So this is, I don't know. This is very a message, a very important message. So let's get into it here. I'll pull that somewhere in the middle of the reading, but let's see what we got right now. Hold on one quick second. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So for your present energy right now, let's see what your current energy for Aquarius is. Okay, let's see what the current energy for Aquarius is. All right. So, all right. That's too many, but yeah, maybe somebody's been sneaking around in your energy in your happy home or whatever like that. I feel like, some people are maybe have some kind of hidden agendas or something. Maybe you're dealing with the fire sign or something like that. But I see somebody's trying to be, I don't know, deceitful or something like that. Maybe somebody's looking at your happy home. Somebody got left out in the cold. What's going on here? Yeah, somebody definitely, I feel like somebody, I don't know. I'm getting a little nasty energy right now. I feel like somebody's probably jealous of somebody's happy home or something like that. Is that what I'm picking up? Yeah, somebody's jealous of somebody's happy home. Ill? Okay, well, whatever. All right. Yeah. Maybe there was some, like I said, financial loss or something of some sort. There was some financial loss. This is your present energy. Maybe there was a family death or a financial, maybe a trouble with an inheritance, some kind of quarrel or burden of wealth or something like that, or maybe some kind of internal family issues. Yeah, something like that is going on. You want me to leave it like this? Yeah, they want me to leave it, in reverse. So 10 in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. There's some kind of financial loss here, some kind of quarrel in the family or something like that. Something about inheritance, some kind of trouble about that. Maybe something litigation, some kind of lawsuit. Maybe somebody lost some kind of lawsuit or something like that. What is this? Yes, maybe something that, was an investment, a long-term investment that you had. All right. Some kind of harvest, achievement, something that you've been doing for a long time, hard work. This is a long-term investment. So maybe some kind of financial loss with some kind of long-term investment or something like that. Again, I'm picking up on inheritance also. Maybe you lost your job or something like that. Maybe some kind of something losing something or some kind of stocks or lost something. I don't know what this is. Let's see. Something that you've been working hard at though here. Yeah, past issue, something that you moved on from, the basis of the situation here, that chariot. All right, your past issue, something you moved on from. You were determined, you're controlled, victory, journey. This is being courageous. This is progress to victory. Clear purpose. You have a clear purpose on where you're going. This is something that you was thinking about here. You were determined to do something, move forward with determination. Oh, and success. You meant that, huh? Yeah, you meant that. Immediate past, your financial independence, something maybe, again, I feel like somebody lost some kind of money or something like that, or lost something here. Maybe lost your person, or I don't know. Everybody knows, of course, the snake going to resonate with everyone, so snake will resonate and leave the rest to who it belongs to, okay? But subscribe to my channel so my spirits can pick up on your energy, okay? Being that it's an energy exchange, all right? But in your immediate past, what's behind you is, this Nine of Pentacles. Again, I feel like somebody probably financial loss. I saw that, somebody left you out in the cold. Maybe you're dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, but that's an Aries, a Queen of Wands. All right, what's the crowning thought? So there's no gender in tarot, so you can be dealing with a male or a female who's a fire sign. All right, what's the crowning thoughts for my Aquarius? What's going on here? I definitely want to see what Spirit has to say with this Soul Helper Oracle, because they were very specific on it. They wanted me to read from that deck. Or they want to pick out a card from that deck. I don't know. Let's see what crowning thoughts are. Your crowning thoughts right now is King of Cups. We're dealing with the water sign here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Respectful. This is what crowned you. Somebody who's kind, giving good advice, maybe. This could be a male or a female, okay? This is what crowns you here. I'm gonna clarify these cards, okay? What's the immediate future? What's about to happen for the Aquarius? What's about to happen for the Aquarius? Okay, you're gonna have choices, 7 of Cups. You're gonna have choices, maybe too many choices. Maybe you're not gonna be able to decide. It's gonna be a difficult decision. This is in your immediate future, something that you're uncertain about. This is scattered energy, maybe illusions about something, an ability to cope. Number 7, I'm seeing 777 here. You can be seeing these numbers, 777, something to do with 779, or I don't know, maybe 97 is significant, these numbers. Ace of Swords. Yeah, your fears. Maybe, for some of you, this is a decision. I feel like, yeah, you have to make a decision about something, your fears. Something to do with moving on, maybe, or starting over, maybe, or freedom. Something to do with that. All right. 71 is here, 91, right? 81. This is how others see you, being restrained. Being isolated, unable to move. This is on your own accord, and so maybe some of you are trapped in a relationship or trapped somewhere, or I don't know, was trapped or something like that, or gonna be trapped. I don't know. And then I get 9 of Cups. happiness and abundance and excitement. And that's what you wish for. Make it upright, yeah. This is what you wish for, of course. Nine of Cups, happiness, contentment, good finances, perfect marriage, healthy, comfortable, so good health, wealth, being satisfied, excitement. What's the outcome? What's the outcome to this, Spirit? Give me an outcome for the Aquarius, please. Do you want me to keep it like that? And let me turn it around. So we got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? Yeah, the trouble with work, there's trouble at the workplace, outcome, trouble at the workplace. I feel like maybe for some of you, you moved on from work or something like that. Maybe there wasn't enough money or something like, just want to be happy, or maybe something to do with that. Yeah. Yeah, some kind of trouble in the workplace. All right, before we go any further, let me see what they're trying to say with this, okay? They're going to pick out a card from here, whatever they're trying to tell you. Let's see. Let's see the message that you have, Aquarius, from Spirit. This is specific to I don't know who, but hold on one second. Let me see what they're... Live playfully and with a light heart. Okay, so listen to the voice of your inner child, they're saying. Listen to the voice of your inner child. $1988 is significant. 1981 again is significant. Something to do with 88. You can be seeing 88, that number. It says, heed the voice of the child within. It does not speak to you with words, but with the silent language of the heart. Your inner child cannot lie. It speaks with purity and truth. See or feel how it smiles. You are now ready to encounter beautiful moments on your soul path. You have become wiser and freer, and you celebrate and have fun whenever you wish. Your inner child is delighted by your wildness and renewed playfulness. Put flowers in your hair, have fun with your inner child, and grant him or her a wish. In return, you will receive a gift that this world cannot buy: time. All right, we can't buy time. It's the only thing we can't buy. The inner child within you has the power to expand time. It can take you places where time passes more slowly. Play, enjoy yourself. Rise above the absurd construct of time in which you live, but which in truth has absolutely nothing to do with you. Hear the whispers that reach you gently and softly. Live your life and play, and you are free of time. So live your life and play, and you are free of time. Something to do with your inner child. You can be seeing 1111 or those numbers 1 1, but that number 1 is significant. February 11th, February 1st, January 21st. Something to do with 1 1. Yeah. February 11th. Maybe you can be seeing these numbers too. You can be something to do with an otter, orange. Your favorite color can be orange right now. Maybe you have a clear quartz somewhere like this in your house, a clear quartz, or something to do with clear glass, I feel like quartz. I don't know. All right. But I was feeling this quartz at the beginning of the reading. So quartz are significant. Something to do with clarifying, or you seeing clear about something. That's what the Ace of Swords means. You seeing clear about a situation here. You know, you beginning of success. This is, you know, perfect timing. This is like new ideas, a new start. All right, let's clarify these cards here. What's this King of Cups? What's this crowning King of Cups here, Spirit? Crowning King of Cups. This is crowning King of Cups. What's crowning for King of Cups? Two of Swords, maybe something that you can't decide on. Again, you know, difficult to stalemate. It's a choice between two or indecision or some sort. Something you can't decide on. Two of Swords. Someone's at a stalemate here. Can't move forward. Maybe like again you're healing. Something to do with your inner child. I don't know. That healing card had something to do with it. Yeah, this healing your inner child. Accept to grow, self-care, healthy choices. For some of you, this is what you're doing. Self-care, you're healing. For some of you, you probably just got some work done or something like that. All right. You're accepting to grow. You're healing, you know, healthy choices. Maybe you're eating better. Maybe, I don't know, something is telling you that taking it back or something like, you know, inner healing, child, like, you know, you want to be probably youthful again or something like that. Time, something to do with time. The Hangman. All right, different perspective. Yes, a new perspective. All right, number 12 is significant here. So February 12th, February 5th is also here, January 25th. But this is in your heart chakra, you got Hierophant. Okay, spiritual love, religious beliefs here. Replaying events, suffering in silence. This is you wishing on a star. This is you wishing something happened maybe. Replaying that events, suffering in silence, it says wishing. Somebody's wishing about something here. Or something to do about your spiritual beliefs. A different perspective. Maybe somebody, I don't know, spiritual awakenings or something like that here too. Spiritual love. Maybe somebody found something with, you know, love for the spirituality or something. I feel like somebody here smoke cigarettes, smoke, you know, whatever. Black and white is also significant. Those colors, maybe you wear these colors as a uniform or something like that. Ace of Cups came out. Okay, Ace of Cups, a new beginning. This is new love, new beginning, new emotion. Yeah, this is new beginnings for like new feelings, new emotions about something here. Overwhelming emotion about something, a new love. Definitely new beginnings of some sort in your heart or something like that. Maybe for somebody new coming along, a beginning of somebody new coming along, or maybe you just started dating somebody or seeing somebody. This is definitely new feelings of some sort. All right, new perspective with the Hangman here. A new way of looking at something. And then what grounds you is Nine of Pentacles. You know, again, Nine of Pentacles. Your past, this is what grounds you. Your financial independence, your freedom, you know, love without commitment. You know, you want to do your own thing. Want to have your own finances. It's what you're used to. It's what you know, what you do is who you are, and is what you want to do. You don't want to depend on anybody. You know, what's behind you right now, financial independence. Maybe, you know, I don't know. You're moving on, though, forward. You're moving forward strong. I feel like, I don't know, maybe, let's see, what's this Two of Swords? Making it something to do with a difficult decision, maybe that you have to make. A mind over, I don't know, mind over heart. I just heard something like that. Maybe you have to travel. Maybe for some of you, you're traveling far. Maybe something to do at work. I don't know. Not getting along at work. Yeah, listen to your intuition, it says here, the moon. All right? There's intense emotions here. There's deception. There's hidden truths. Proceed with caution. All right? Proceed with caution. Exactly what it's telling me. Proceed with caution. Something here. Two of swords. Maybe, you're having a hard decision. It says to making a decision here. You're making but they're saying to listen to your intuition about it. Whatever decision that is hard for you to make right now, they say to proceed with caution. They're saying truth, but listen to your intuition. All right, that's the first thing it says. Listen to your intuition. Wow. Hot mess. Somebody here's a hot mess. Maybe they're healing. Maybe they were a hot mess from, whatever this person put them through. Maybe somebody in your energy is just, disorderly, is untidy or chaotic, messy, feeling miserable and unhappy, being irresponsible. But, right above that is the healing card and accepting to grow, So somebody definitely is healing from this messy situation, all right? Somebody was a hot mess, but also healing self-care has to happen. What's your Hangman? Hot mess. What is this? Divinely guided. Yeah, something told you, and it was your angels that, you're protected. Whatever new perspective that you were thinking or whatever, your angels are here to help you there. So pay attention to, they said, the signs and your dreams. You're protected. Ask for help from your angels, all right? You're divinely guided. So whatever perspective that you were thinking or whatever, this new idea, this new whole thing that you got, this new perspective in life, or you see things different, your angels are guiding you. All right. So just pay attention to the signs. All right. So ask for your help from your angels. Pay attention to the signs and your dreams. And then it says, with the Hierophant, with this religious beliefs and everything comes feeling alienated in life. This can be you feeling alienated right now. Maybe you're spiritual and people, you know how people are, the devil, you do cards. I can be talking to a reader right now. Maybe somebody thinks that, you're dealing, I don't know, maybe you're dealing with the foreigner, you're feeling like you don't fit in somewhere. Maybe you're feeling alienated in life. Maybe you different beliefs, All right. And then this says poor health. All right. Maybe for somebody has maybe headaches. Headaches are significant here. Somebody's maybe suffering in silence with some kind of poor health. All right. Maybe somebody has some kind of mental health issues, conditions, or addictive habits. All right. They need health needs assessment, they're saying here. But this is with the hot mess and somebody with habits. All right. Addictive habits came out twice here. So something to do with that. Addictive habits. It can be anything. This can be cigarettes. It can be, weed. It can be vape. It can be pills, whatever, And then it says, with the Ace of Cups, you got luck, new love, positive change, unexpected happiness, fulfilled wishes. So you're gonna be, overwhelmed with great emotion. All right. This is in your love life. You're gonna have good luck. So just sit back. If this is not you, if you're right now in this, energy, good for you. You're gonna have fulfilled wishes and unexpected happiness. All right. And if it's not, it's coming. Okay. And then we have time off, what grounds you. Taking time to relax, taking care of yourself first, doing things that make you happy and enjoy life more. And that's with the Nine of Pentacles, being, happy, All right, being happy, achieving, having money of your own, attaining things, and having extra income, doing stuff at your leisure. This is what grounds you. Having time off, taking time to relax. For some of you, you worked hard or whatever, and I don't know, maybe something to do with money. Maybe a retire. Maybe somebody's retiring, wants to retire. All right, something to do with that. All right, so the unseen, working behind the scenes, not seeing the full picture, maybe the blessing you don't see. Magic happens behind the scenes, it says here. But there's something with the unseen, not seeing the full picture about something, the blessings you don't see, all right? The blessings you don't see. Something to do with blindfold. I don't know. Something to do with blindfold. Maybe you wear like blindfold, something to go to sleep or something like that. All right, let's see what's this. What's this gossip? What's this gossip? Let's see. What's this gossip, spirit? Gossip. Classic smiles, yeah. That's with the moon, that came out with the moon. So, like, this is a hidden truths, perception, and look what came out, fake smiles. So, fake kindness, forced with friendship. What's this? Yeah, they're slippery. Hiding resentment behind smiles, friends in name only, so fake kindness, deception, hidden truths fell right on the moon. So just be careful with this. Maybe that's why you can't make up your mind about this person. Well, you know what? Just use your intuition. Your intuition is always right. Don't forget about your intuition. All right, overnight success, rapid rise here, sudden recognition, unexpected breakthrough, all eyes on me. Maybe somebody's a hot mess because of this, you know. Maybe that's why, for some of you, something about a glow up, something's definitely to do overnight success, something about a glow up. Somebody's definitely taking care of themselves here, healing or making themselves, pretty, something hair, nose, whatever. Something with the neck or something like that. Maybe somebody's doing something like that. I don't know. Let it go, it says here. Releasing grudges, emotional freedom, forgiving yourself and others. So just say, let it go. Have a different perspective. Don't have all that hate, If there's somebody around you or something you're saying, let it go. Just let it go. They were real fake, commitment issues. All right, somebody had commitment issues, afraid of settling down, avoiding intimacy, fear of loss of freedom. It's complicated, stuff like that. So the divine intervention happened. All right, just like what this says, divine intervention, divinely guided, divinely. All right, your angels are here. You're definitely divine intervention happens. Unexpected guidance. The universe was stepped in with something here. You got saved just in time. Redirected path. So whatever happens here, it happened for a reason, because you're gonna have good luck. That's coming in. All right. You're beating yourself up. That's not gonna help. All right. Take time to relax. You're gonna be in your Nine of Pentacles again. Yep. You're gonna be in your Nine of Pentacles again. No filter. Maybe your love person doesn't have any filter. The one that you love or somebody in your energy who you love has no filter. There's, speaking your truth. This can be you or them. Authentic communication, raw honesty. This is how I really feel, kind of, This is what you're, telling your person. All right. You definitely maybe being no filter with your person, raw, just raw energy, raw honesty, being brutally honest with your person you love right now. All right, what's the grounding? Catfished. All right, so pretending to be someone else online, fake profile, deceptive images, not who they think I am. Maybe somebody's trying to catfish you, or you have something to do with catfishing in your energy. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Not all that shine, glitters is gold. Let me give you an example of my telekinesis. I'm gonna not move the bell, but I'll move the clapper inside. Honestly, they say that this doesn't exist, but I don't know. I find it hard to believe when I can do it, so definitely, definitely exist. So, and my hands are healing, so the energy of my hands also moves whatever I have in my hand, whatever the energy. Okay. All right. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and like, so it can bring me back and it keeps me motivated. So it takes 2 seconds. All right. I love you guys. Love, light, and peace to each and every one of you. Please be kind to one another. Don't be mean because mean people suck. Mwah. I love you, Aquarius. Until the next time. Peace out.